Alrighty guys, what's going on? Shellz here. Welcome back to Arsenal Career Mode Year 2. So I'm going to change these up this year. The idea is to go from July right now to the end of December. So they're one transfer window this episode, and the next episode the January transfer window. So kind of split them up a little bit and see how this goes. Kind of just experimenting how this thing works and seeing how we go along. But anyway, let's look at the squad first of all, because there's some new additions to the team and I want to put them in beforehand before we start. Obviously in the last episode, we did a pre-contract agreement with Ross Barkley and Stefan de Vrij. Vrij is going to start in the starting lineup beside Mustafi and Christensen in the back three, absolutely dominant. Moving into this year, there's a few, I think I'm going to sell Welbeck and Perez. They're the two guys I want to get rid of. I think the two areas I want to improve on are one, left back. Klasnic is a beast, he's a tank, but unfortunately we do need an upgrade at that position, and I think we're going to have to look for something a little stronger. It's a little bit better, so I'm going to try and look for left back, and number two is getting a goalkeeper. Header check has gone down, I think 2 or 3 points now. I think he was 86 last year, so we definitely need to back up better check. Ospina's just not going to cut it, let's be honest. He's a 78, he's not going to improve, so you need to figure that out. And I'd like to get a backup striker if I can sell either Welbeck or Perez. So that's kind of the plan at the moment. We'll see if we get into the transfer business and just see how things get on. Let's get on to it. We have signed Alex Sandro from Juventus for 52.5 million. Very expensive deal for a left back, but he can play left mid as well, remember, so that's an important, very important thing to remember. He could potentially play there if we lose Ozil or Alexis Sanchez. Lob him up there and I'll put Side Klasnic back at left back. This is the move we had to make with our left back position with so much problems. I cannot trust Side Klasnic to stay healthy. Had to be able to get a star left back, and here he is, our star left back. I mean, we don't have any holes in this team at the moment. It's solid everywhere. They're going to be so good. He's an 87 rated overall. Worth 42.5 million. Paid extra 10 million to get him. Worth it. He is going to be absolutely brilliant. Cannot wait to see this guy in the team. He's going to have a huge year for us. Another signing here to start the transfer market off. We've picked up Alban Lafont from Toulouse FC for 16.7 million. He is an absolute beast of a goalkeeper and a pretty good bargain buy. Now he is a buy for the future, not really for this year. I'm going to give him some games this year, but he's just not there yet. You know, I think he's a 79. He's 79. I expect him to an 80, 82 before the end of the season. But with Czech going down, I want Czech to win. I want to win the game, but I want to win the Champions League or the Premier League with Czech at Arsenal. But this guy is for the future. I mean, as soon as next year comes, he's going to be the guy, and he's really going to be growing in the next 3 to 4 years. However long we do this Arsenal career, I say I'll do 5 years. Cannot wait to see what he's brings to the side. Great addition. Napoli have signed Lucas Perez away from us for 22.1 million. He was very unhappy at the club. He's 29 years old, and he's probably seen his best football behind him. Time to move on. Get a new striker in and see what we can get and basically just dominate from here. But I'm looking forward to getting a new striker. I have a few names in the hat and we'll see if we can get a really good future star striker back at Lacazette. Another big signing here, but not the Dembele of Dortmund and now Barcelona, but the Moussa Dembele from Celtic. Picked him up for 18 million, 22-year-old. Really good signing, a quality backup striker. I was hoping we could swap Danny Welbeck for him. Unfortunately, he did not agree to that. Unfortunately, I wanted a left back. But anyway, we decided to pay the transfer fee, 18 million. Really good backup striker. He's going to slot right behind Lacazette and just give us, some extra, if Lacazette gets injured. I trust him, vice versa. Great signing to have, and I'm really happy to have him on the team. Cannot wait to see his future. Bright future at Arsenal. First game of the season, and it's against Manchester City on a Friday night. Doesn't get bigger than this. So here is my first team of the season. First team sheet: Czech, Bellerin, Christensen, Mustafi, De Vrij, Alexandro, Xhaka, Saul, Ozil, Lacazette, Sanchez. The bench goes Ramsey, Pulisic, Wilshere, Koscielny, Welbeck, Klasnic, and Lafont. It's as good as it's going to be this season. I cannot see any more places where we can add more depth to the side. Pretty damn good. I expect this team to win the Premier League, and I expect it to get to the final of the Champions League. It's got to do both. Let's get into this first game of the season. Let's see who Man City have bought. Oh, Sergio Ramos. Wow, that's an interesting buy. Any other interesting buys? Doesn't look like it. Jesus on the bench. John Stones on the bench. I think they bought Fekir last year, but it could be wrong. Anyway, Asane scores a goal for them to open things up in the 42nd minute. Down the 60th minute here, Shellz and Christensen. Okay, some substitutions here. Can we get a goal? I take a 1-1 draw. Aguero makes it 2, and that is game, set, match for Manchester City. Manchester City pick up the win, 2-0. On transfer deadline day, we get rid of David Ospina. He is signed for Watford for 6.4 million. Again, backup goalkeeper, not really in use anymore. We already have Albon Lafont and Peter Cech. Sorry, mate. There's the door. At the end of transfer deadline day, we've signed 3 players, sold for Alexandro Lafont and Moussa Dembele, all into the team. And on the way out of the door, Lucas Perez, Bola, Reen Alderweireld, and David Ospina. So a pretty, I think, very good transfer window. I'm happy with it. You know, I think it could be better, but pretty sure where I could have done better. I mean, I think you have a pretty good team. We'll see throughout the year where the weaknesses are. So far, I'm very happy with the team. I think it's going to really be really good team. I hope we get to where we need to be. Tough start against Man City, but we will get through to the next stage. I think we will grow as the year goes on. The biggest deals: Mauro Icardi, Paris Saint-Germain for 91.5 million. I mean, they have some embarrassment riches. Open checkbook. Good deal for them. Boateng to Barcelona for 62.1 million. Very good deal, but Bayern getting some money out of Boateng before he grows into the 30s. And Sergio Ramos to Man City for 57.6 million. Here is our Champions League group for this year. The first one in Champions League: Arsenal, Bayer Leverkusen, Inter Milan, and Başakşehir. I have no idea how to pronounce that word, but Başakşehir. That's just forget about it. Anyway, it's a tough group. Leverkusen will be a good team, and Inter Milan are probably our biggest rivals. We should qualify pretty standardly from it, and we should do a good job. First game in the Champions League here is against Inter Milan at home. Let's get off to a big start here. Let's get the win. Let's get 3 points under our belt and basically wrap up the group in the first week, hopefully. But no, it's a good team. Let's see who they've signed. Miranda, yeah, Mario, pretty good player. Perisic, good player apparently. I mean, I wanted to buy him. That's the reason I know him. They do not have a Cardi, but they do have Eater still. So there's a good attack. 45 minutes up. Halftime it was 0-0. Let's see if we can push forward here. Come on, boys. Oh, Perisic scores them in the 71st minute, and that will probably make us lose. Did we score a goal? No. Unfortunately, 1-0 Inter Milan the first game. Inter Milan taking full control of this group. 1st of October, and here is the current Premier League after 6 games. Liverpool leading on 16 points, with Chelsea just right behind them on 16 as well. Leicester City with 14. Arsenal, us in 4th position with 13. That one lost Man City at the start of the year. We've really rebounded well and now have got ourselves in Champions League positions. We just need to keep pushing forward, and hopefully we can be in a good position come year end. Danny Welbeck has officially been sold to West Ham for 17.5 million. At the end of the day, he could have stayed, but I just didn't want to pay him the money to stay. So unfortunately, you're gonna have to see the door, mate. And to be honest, he's on the last 6 months of his contract, so getting 17.5 million rather than letting him go for free, it's good business. So I'm happy with that. Home to Manchester United. This is as big a game as it will be this season. Cannot lose 2 times to Manchester. Gotta win one of these games. What Manchester goes? Sergio Roberto, interesting signing. Casemiro, Lamela, Costa. Good signing. Ozil misses a penalty first. That might come back to bite us. But Sanchez puts one in the back of the net. That's exactly what we need to see. I'll go on the bench for them. Interesting. Kaku gets one back for them in 55 minutes. Last 20 coming up right now. Let's see what we can get up to. Can we steal the victory? Can we steal the victory? Come on, steal it, steal it. No, fortunately not. 1-1 versus Man United. Good game. Home to Bayer Leverkusen here at the Champions League. Must win game this is. We drew the last one, lost the first one. Must win games the rest of the way. So let's see if anyone recognise any good players. Sanchez gets his goal. Nice, good start, mate. Thank you. Don't recognise any of them. Doing Brand maybe? Anyway, halftime's gone. We're up 1-0. Let's keep that way, boys. They have Fabinho. Wow. Okay, I did not see that player. Just rolling over him. 72 minutes. Pulisic puts us away. 2-0. He can hold out now. Hold out. And that is the victory. 2-0 against Bayer Leverkusen in the Champions League. The North London Derby, the first one of the year. We're away at White Hart Lane. Let's get into this game. Come on, boys. Gotta be up for this game. Let's see if Spurs have anyone interesting. The door. We're saying we still have Kane. Interesting. Normally Kane's bought by some Spanish club. 30 minutes gone. 0-0. Nothing happened on the tracker either. Interesting. Half time, and they've put Angel Correa on. Interesting. Let's see. I'll take it. Kane off the field. It's good for us. Can we get a score here? 20 minutes to go. 15. 10. Lukaku. Are you kidding me? It's Jordan Lukaku. Lukaku's brother who puts it away from him. 85th minute goal, and Spurs win 1-0 in the first North London derby. Start of November in the Premier League table, pretty similar to what was the start of October. Liverpool lead with 22 points. They've got a 1 point lead over Chelsea, followed by a 1 point lead over Manchester City. Leicester at 17, tied with Spurs. We've dropped to 7 on 15. Unfortunately, that loss to Spurs, an absolute killer. We're ahead of Man United, which is a good part. Now we get ahead of Burnley and back into the Champions League spots. Away in the Champions League here, Inter Milan. Doesn't get bigger the game than this. We're 2 points behind Inter and Bayer Leverkusen, so we need the win here. Get closer to these guys, and let's see what we can do. Batshuayi, okay, that was an interesting buy by them. They did lose Icardi. Saul starts off the goal. That's a big goal. Now we hold out. Half time, take it. We're up 1-0. That's what we need. Let's hold on, boys. Let's hold on. Here come the subs. Do not let them score, boys. Do not let them score. Defense wins championships, boys. Defense wins championships. Oh, Valero scores them. 1-1. Inter Milan. Fair play. That is a killer 1 point. We needed the 3 there, but that could cost us later on. Bayer Leverkusen away in the Champions League. We're 2 points behind them in Inter. This game literally decides whether we go through or not. It's an absolute must win. Let's get into it. Come on, boys. Let's win this game. I know you guys can win it, so let's do it. Ooh, this is going to be tense. 10 minutes gone, Alexander with the yellow card. Don't mind that. 25 minutes. We cannot take a draw here. This is an absolute must-win situation. Plus John for Ozil pretty early, but I'll take it. Oh, back on flags. That's not what we want. Come on, boys. Something. Oh, boy. Oh, Jesus. This is a disaster. Caustic has scored for them. I think we're out of Champions League, boys. I think we are out. At the start of December, Chelsea now lead the Premier League by 5 points. They've already done quite a number here. They've not lost a game yet as well. Quite impressive. They have a 5 point advantage over Liverpool, Man City, Stoke with 22 points, tied with Leicester, and we are then tied in 6th position with 21 with Spurs. We desperately need to get going in this. I know we're close to get the Champions League spots, but I really feel like we should be contending for the Premier League this year, especially with our Champions League form. It's a bit disappointing where we are in 6th. I definitely would be 2nd or 3rd worst. Here is the Champions League group at the start of December. As you can see, we have been eliminated. I just don't know what to say. I mean, we had the side to get there. We just didn't perform, and unfortunately we're back to the Europa League. So the 2nd year in the Europa League. Hopefully we can win it this year, but disappointing, very disappointing. Final game in the Champions League group stage this year, and the final game in the Champions League for this season. And I decided to send the kids out. Might as well get them game experience, give them some game time in the Champions League, see if they can improve, and just basically lamenting the disaster we've had. Monreal scores. I'm very disappointed to go out of the Champions League. It's definitely bittersweet. I thought I had the team to win it this year. I think next year will be our year, or the year after that. We're just gonna have to keep growing to it and just keep building the squad. But yeah, I thought we had a really good chance, but unfortunately 2 bad losses, and that really at the start of the season we go 2-0 Wilshere. Bad loss at home to Inter and a bad loss away at Leverkusen. That's what cost us in the end. Europa League, here we come with a 2-0 win over Basikir. Home to Liverpool in a huge game here in the Premier League. This will be a big pre-Christmas win here on the 22nd. Pre-Christmas presents for Arsenal fans. Let's crack into this game. Quiet first 10 minutes. Lacazette, that's it. Lacazette, he needed the goal. He got it in the 16th minute. Now, if we push forward to get that second, put this game away. Come on, give us something. More substitutions. 60th minute, Oxlade-Chamberlain on for Wijnaldum. This is old team. Still up 1-0 here. Last 10 minutes. Defense wins championships because Shellz puts us away. 2-0. Right win. 2-0 to Arsenal versus Liverpool. The London derby here between Chelsea away at Stamford Bridge here. Big game before the new year. Ringing in the stall, boys. Let's get the win here and put Chelsea under pressure in the league. With Chelsea, boy, but anything interesting? Pretty much the same team. Sell picks a card early on. Willian scores for Chelsea, but Lacazette immediately straight after nullifying that threat. Half time, 1-1. Close game. I probably would take the draw if you offered it me right now, but we're going to see if we can sneak a win here. 75 minutes gone. 10 to go. 5 to go. And full time, 1-1. Good game. We probably deserve more out of it, but unfortunately we'll take the draw.